Welcome to my garden tour. I am going to show you what I've got left growing in the garden for now, new seedlings coming up, and things I haven't weeded yet, and I'll talk about the squash bugs on their return and everything else. So right here I've got my okra, and you can see I've picked off of them a couple times. These Jing orange okra, they're doing great. These look like Clemson spineless, and they're doing great too. I picked off of them today. Tomatillos are doing excellent. I'm going to do another batch or two of spaghetti sauce and then work on salsa, in which I use my tomatillos in conjunction with my tomatoes to make salsa. Then out here I have the Kyoto red carrots, and I need to weed again, but I do have seedlings starting to come up. Yeah, last time they grew they looked like little grass blades like this. So I'm not sure if it's grass or carrots yet, but I've been keeping it moist with my sprinkler. And also, it's raining. It's even sprinkling right now, so it's going to be a quick garden tour. I've picked a couple of my butternut squash. And the way you can tell if they're ready to be picked or not is if you could put your fingernail through the skin like I just did. It's not ready. And then the tendrils along the sides of it will dry up. They're not dried up yet, so they need to stay. Look at my beautiful powdery mildew. Yes, I am soaking my sprayers now. If I can't get my sprayers to work, I don't know what I'm going to do. At least I got some butternut squash. Look at this holy basil or tulsi. Isn't it beautiful? And it smells really good and tastes kind of minty. It's like a robust minty type of a flavor. And it's good for calming you down and anxiety. Here's this nice weed I'm going to pull. I was picking beans out here earlier too and failed to see this guy. Wasn't looking at him, I was looking at the beans. He grew through there, so I'm going to have to do something different. He's getting stuff in my hair. This is my oregano. That's Greek columnar oregano. My Groniger's Brussels sprout. And it looks like I got sprouts about ready to be picked. And I love the Groniger's Brussels sprouts because they grow well into the winter, through the winter, and I actually picked some this spring that I let overwinter in the garden, so that was nice. Oh, I saw a bean back here when I was pulling this weed out. Here it is. It's a purple potted TP bean. My dragon tongue bush beans, which are my best producers. I've only sprayed them with the copper side once, and look, I missed some there too. They're beautiful. I love the colored beans because I can see them easier. So I have a mixture of golden beets and Detroit dark red beets growing throughout here. This is the beets that I've originally succession sowed. Those are the only two that made it. And now I got the sprinkler, and it seems to be doing well for seedling starting in ground. Ooh, my Sugar Rush peach. I'll have to try one of these next. I'm going to go ahead and pick that one. I'm not sure when they're ripe yet, but I will look it up and figure it out. These are my black Hungarian peppers. Look, they're all the same age, and look how productive this little pepper is. Although the Sugar Rush peach is pretty productive too. That one is a little less productive, but it's got a lot of flowers starting on it. There's a cow horn pepper there. And I picked one off of it for a taste test. I'm going to let the rest of them go red. Here's my bok choy. Really? Another volunteer tomatillo. Because I got one over there. And then I got some green onions there from last year. My collard greens from the weird plant that overwintered and grew. My rainbow Swiss chard. My Mongolian giant sunflowers and my regular sunflowers. All the critters have been eating the seeds, so I got to at least cut them down hopefully this weekend and get some seeds saved out of them so I can give them away and keep some for next year. This, I have no idea what this is. It's just a huge brassica. This is red bearded onion. Look at my celery. It bolted. I got like no celery out of it, so when I weed over here, I'm going to pull all that up too. My Kentucky Wonder pole beans, they're pretty prolific, but not as much as the dragon tongue. My cucumbers are dead, but I saved one to collect seeds from. My strawberries are dying. I've been watering them, but they're still just... I pulled up all my squash. When I was over here, I seen a crap ton of nymph stage squash bugs come out, and I was just like, I'm not having it. The baby squash plants were dying back, and it's just like, I already know where this is going. So I have cherry baby hybrid tomatoes, Berry's crazy cherry tomatoes, and sweet 100, and an empty space. Look at my King of the North peppers. They cute. Look at them. And I have my Amish paste. They're growing well over the cattle panel now, and you can see I got it like at least 18 inches off of the ground. Then I have a bunch of white Thomasols and some Tappy's Heritage throughout here. And I haven't pruned in a while, and I really don't care at this point because pretty soon it's going to be too cold for them to survive, so I just don't care. And then I have the Berkey's Pink Tie-Dye Tomato, and these are beautiful little tomatoes. And I have purple opal basil, which doesn't seem to want to grow anymore, and then my sweet basil. So at least I still have basil. Here's an ashwagandha. Ryan did chop it down, and it did grow back. Oh look, it's Tappy's Heritage. I'm going to pick more tomorrow. Then I got Carnival Blend bell peppers, and they're loaded with bell peppers right now, and I'm just letting them get bigger and ripen and stuff before I pick them. If I need some bell peppers, I'll come out here and pick as needed, but other than that, I'm going to let them get big. See my white Thomasols? And then we have the Aloha bell peppers out here. And they're doing all right. What else is there to show? Oh yeah, over here. That's from 3 Cut and Come Again variety zinnia seeds. And then I have my Anaheim peppers, which are nice and loaded. Ooh, looks like I dropped a mater there. Can't let that happen. I'll have to take them in and wash them. And then I have 2 different types of Roma tomatoes. One is just a regular Roma tomato from Seeds of Change, and then the other one is our Martino's Roma. And I'm not sure which one this is, but the the other Roma is round and gets really huge. Looks like here's another ripe one. Yes, I will wash you and love you and call you Georgie. So it is a short garden tour. Ooh, I guess I still have cucumbers growing on there. I mean, whatever. I'm about ready to rip them out. They're just hideous at this point. That's going to be weekend work though, especially with the rain and all that. Like, I'll just wait for the weekend to take care of that. So that is it, guys. It's sprinkling. It stopped for a second, but it's going to keep continuing all night long and tomorrow. So hopefully I can get my my sprayer situation figured out. I do have them soaking in hot water with vinegar and baking soda because I heard all of the suggestions. I thought, well, why not just combine them all together? So that's what I'm doing. All right, everybody. I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless.